So you're going to play a postcard? No, I'm going to play.
No, so this is Theresa Hayes on the 25th of the 1st, 2016. Now, Theresa, okay, do you want to tell me about that again, about sending over sausages?
Well, not there's the stewed steak.
Stewed steak,
over
okay.
to the army, and we did big canned steak. Down it starts down below the steak, and they cut it and made it up small.
Yeah.
Then you went through a big mixer, and it came like small enough for the cook like a stewed steak.
Okay.
And the next thing they went into the cans, and then the brine was pushed into to give it the flavour.
Yeah.
They made big pots like, and they made that, and it went in, and then we in the packing, the labelling room, we packed into tins, be all done for us, and we'd pack them all, and we'd send them off to
all the cans.
they take it away out to the soldiers.
Okay, so where were they sending it to Theresa?
Out all over the country.
Everywhere.
Anywhere.
It was only in Ireland though?
Where there was trouble away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we out farther down the war, First World War, the second was in the 1922.
Okay.
They used to do that. But they continued that all in 1929, like the war was on too. As you know, the American soldiers.
And you were sending, so not only Ireland, you were sending it abroad.
Steak.
Okay.
And we used to be putting our name in a dress and to put the
Well, you were, really?
Do you know, at that age, only 20 now, and you was put your name in a dress.
So what you wrote your name on the can,
in the can.
Yeah.
No, in the can. The box.
Yeah.
There was a box that size. And there was 2 layers. And you fill them up there, and then at the carpet at the side you'd write. We would be killed with carpet, we used to do our names. For effect, we used to do it. So one of the girls got a letter back from one of the soldiers.
Did not. Oh my God.
Like a pin pad.
Yeah.
You call it that time. And you know, telling us we got it, he was feeding him, thanks for feeding him.
Yeah.
Do you know?
That's really cool though.
He did. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so they were being sent everywhere. So in the can, so you just had bits of steak and
it's stewed like a stewed, like the same as you had a stewed steak.
So was it cooked, Theresa?
Cooked, no.
And so they had nothing to do but open the can and just eat it.
No, that's you often see them during the trouble, opening the can and eating it.
Yeah.
During their outmarch, you know.
And the brine you said the last day was like preservatives.
Yes.
And salt.
All the milk, yeah.
Okay. And what else did you send abroad then, Theresa?
There's been peas and beans.
Peas and beans.
There's transport all those.
Do you make ketchup and all that?
To make mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Do you know mayonnaise?
Yeah.
And there was fresh garden peas. Then we come in with little pods about that side. Do you know peas?
Yeah.
And
once you open.
You open up in the peas. They done them too. There were 3 or 4 months of the year. The farmers would bring in their trucks, and they'd be all over Dominic Street.
Yeah, Dominic Street.
Yes.
Okay.
And we had the big mixer. We'd be working all night there to keep it going because the farmers would bring in their stuff and they had to keep doing it all night.
And how much of the peas in the pod would be coming in?
They'd be all night long there for nearly 3 months of the year. You know, the farmers would have these growing, and you'd have to get rid of them all while they're fresh.
Yeah.
And then they'd be all done by the trash, like a trash machine. They'd come out, and the men would be working all night, and then they'd come back into the factory, and they'd be canned and cooked.
Yeah.
And everything.
Very good. So you cooked them as well before they're canned?
They would.
So same thing again.
The same thing again, and opening it.
Okay, very good. I need mayonnaise, and there was something else I was going to ask you there. Where were the peas coming from, Theresa? Was it all just the County Limerick, or was it
all over Limerick?
All over Limerick.
The farmers, we bring them in.
I'm trying to find out where.
All the farmers now there, we never questioned now when they were coming. We were ready to the work. Like the men that was working on the trash machine that to be coming out, like they go down into taking out the pods, the pods there, and eat that now. Excuse my hand.
Thank you. No, not at all. And what did the cans look like, Theresa?
What, love?
What did the cans look like? Can you remember what
things like the ordinary things now.
What kind of picture was on this? Do you remember?
Oh, Matheson's was wrote it, and what they were doing might be peas, fish garden peas, or there'd be pod peas, like, you know. And beans then and all. The cans now, like they usually with the container light, you know.
Yeah. Same as
The
that, yeah.
colour, like the saucepan over that colour, do you remember?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. I saw a
Much
few
change.
of them. So,
And the mayonnaise in was in little jars.
yeah.
You'd like it in, you ever see your seasoning?
Yeah.
If you ever
The
buy
same
your
with those,
seasoning,
yeah.
little containers with your screw on.
Very good.
Yeah.
Theresa, so will you tell me again, when you
What's that?
started, you went in under your sister's name.
Right.
Will you explain that to me?
I will. Just see, my sister was to go in, she was 18 and I was 16.
Yeah.
So I wasn't working, you know. I was after leaving school. That time we left school at 16.
Yeah. Yeah.
And next thing anyway,
Next question.
Ethel went to England.
Cacti.
And my father anyway, his friend worked as a butcher with Jackie Bennett.
Yeah.
He were any friend pal with my father. So he fixed it. His son was in that office. So I went in as
The
Ethel.
range, yeah. And how come you had to go in under Ethel's name?
Well, I did that. I went
Did you
in my
have to, or
own.
could you have gone in under Theresa?
Yeah, I shouldn't have been in till I was 18.
Okay, so that's why you did
No, and I was there, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was there then, 12 or 13 till I got married. 53 I got married.
Okay, yeah.
£200 right there.
Very
I
good.
was
You were there
there.
for a long time. And you met your husband. Your husband worked in ranks.
No, he was
wasn't
in
it?
ranks.
Yeah, I remember this part.
Yeah, he was in ranks.
Very good. Okay.
Which Swiss
Thank God.
Hello.
Okay, we'll
company
see.
makes the Lindor range
And
of
Theresa, do you
chocolate?
remember what you wore?
Right.
What did you
Lint.
wear
Here's
inside?
lint. Yes,
What
well
did
done,
you,
mate. So
uniform-wise?
A white coat.
White coat. Did
And
you
a
have to
white
wear clogs?
tie up your hair.
Did you?
If we were doing with the meat, you have to tie up your hair.
And did you have to wear a
Need some
hat
money
or
here, Ray.
anything?
Nothing in the
Or?
back.
A white cap.
White cap. Okay. Yeah. And did you have to wear clogs?
No, I didn't.
No, you
The
didn't.
clogs were down
Down
the
for for the
the
butchers.
big, yeah,
Okay,
the
so you could
butchers.
wear-
They were all downstairs where the water was and everything. You see, we were upstairs in the labelling part,
Yeah.
like, you know, and we'd pack all the tins up that height. We'd have to get up and pile them from the ground up.
Yeah.
Which I often said, I'll never have a child with all the lifting I done.
All this, yeah, the banner.
Do you know,
My
the
God.
trays were as big as that and they'd be full. And we'd have to pack them and make a division, like pile them up. That way up the whole way. And up as far as but high, nearly up to the ceiling. Two of us,
Yeah, sitting
one
down.
girl taking in tandem.
Good. And what were you doing? So, like, all the peas came in, and did you just sit down and open all the peas?
No,
and-
they
tracking
came to,
machine.
they all went through a machine.
Yeah, so that wasn't
They were all done that. We never touched. You're not
Okay,
supposed
did you have to
touch.
weigh them then to put them into the can, or who did all of that?
No, it all came to a machine. They all went down like
So
a
the
little
machine fills the
channel.
can and everything.
Like a little channel,
Yeah.
and you went down this way. And the cars that were going on, they were being dropped down.
That's really good, really
Yeah.
handy. It's very advanced.
It's your last chance. You have to try and
What
give the
else
right
was
answer
there?
to this
Sorry,
question.
just these are all the notes I had from our last little chat.
God, you have clothes.
So there was 30 to 40 girls in the sausage house, was there?
Well, there, lots of, yeah, there was a lot.
Right.
Okay.
April. It is April. Ray. Very
Do you
well
remember
done.
anything, Theresa, about like competition from other factories or?
Ray, you get all
Well, the only where we used to travel around with the badminton, we meet other the clothing factory,
Yeah.
the Protestant young men. We went out to Shannon,
Yeah.
Killaloe, Arnacrusher. We went around them in our nights out, you know.
Yeah, your
and we'd
nights
meet
out.
that team,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And we'd often have our own little one there, and we'd have our own match between us all, you know, and we'd get little trophies,
Very good.
small
Very
little
good.
cups, like, you know.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I was reading the file down diocesan, and it was about Madison's back, like we'll say 1892 to 1930s, and it said that it was the factory was broke.
Come on now, decent
Do you
shot.
remember anything like that? The factory said was going through financial difficulty.
They did. Well, I know I wasn't there now when they moved from Roches Street up here to the Union up to the House Cross.
Madison's. is it?
Margaret moved
When
up
did that
there.
move?
Oh, I
Why
was
did
well
it move?
married. Not long ago now, it'd be only about, I'd say 15 years roughly.
Okay.
They moved up to Hatches Cross.
Yeah.
And they had it there, and mostly all soups and,
Okay.
and the things like they done for Lent. Just
Yeah.
make those sausages for Lent.
And were they still killing pigs when they moved? Or
No,
was it-
nothing pigs.
So it moved to Hatches Cross, and what year?
And
do
went
you
up
think?
to food, soups, they all
Yeah,
made all
yeah.
soups.
So it was losing. That was
That closed down,
1950s maybe,
Roches
or-
Street closed down.
Was this around the 50s? Around the 50s, 60s?
I would know, be longer than
Longer
that.
than that?
Petty now would know, he was be
Yeah.
there longer after I get married, sure.
Yeah, you were gone in the 50s, was it?
Yeah, he'd tell you now around that.
And that's Paddy again. I didn't realise it moved up to Hassett's Cross.
They went up to the Union Cross.
Union Cross, okay.
Time for a treat.
Very good.
But I knew one or two of the women that were still there. When I there, like, they went up, like, they never married.
Yeah, yeah.
And they stayed on.
And they sit on there.
Mary Judge now.
Mary Judge.
There were one or two of them there. But the way it is now, last from it is nursing homes.
Yeah,
And some of them, most of them could be dead.
yeah.
Drink your coffee, and I'm keeping.
Thank you. Thanks, Theresa.
Terence was a butcher. Noel O'Connor, the happy butcher.
Noel's name.
Have you?
I think I've Noel's name.
You worked at Noel O'Connor, didn't you, Terence?
I worked for 24 years.
Did you?
Between-
Where
yeah.
did you work, Terence? In Madison?
And no, I'm by Wickham Street.
Yeah.
Wickham Street.
Wickham Street.
What
Tell her.
There?
The butcher now was worked
Just
there.
a butcher's, okay,
butcher,
very
yeah.
good. So when did you start there, Terence?
Oh, I did. I was that. I was.
Yeah.
We were living in the street. Yeah. I started from there then.
Very good.
Yeah.
Finished from school and all like that.
Yeah,
Along
yeah.
there like that.
Okay, did you like it?
And it's Joe
I
Morgan.
did and I didn't. And I
Yeah.
He shoot the
But,
cows.
I was shooting and
Really?
Yeah.
and let you cut the pigs.
Tough job.
Let you them, yeah.
Was that when you had the little prong?
That the go on the handgun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the electricity in I was let you cut the pigs.
You sorry, what?
Let you cut them.
Yeah,
Let you cut this
Yeah.
pig down below the dock road.
yeah.
There's a big slaughterhouse down below the dock road.
Where was that, Terence?
You know the
What do you think, Keith? Coffee?
do you
But
know
boy, you come to McMahon's timber yard.
McCann's timber yard.
Do you know McMahon's was down
I
there?
do. Is it
It's a
near
car.
Irish
It's a car
Wire?
place down there now.
Yeah, I think I know a year.
Yeah, there's a car place on
It
Central
wouldn't, it wouldn't be far from Central, we'll say.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
no. It's
I
up
can
to
see the name.
It's the
Yeah.
wrong area around there, yeah.
Yeah.
You saw
I
it
worked in
down there.
Draper next to it.
Did you? What was that, Teresa?
Draper an
Look,
American firm. They came here years ago. And I went in. Well, I went in after being married.
Yeah.
And we was 4 to 12. We make we pin little things for the prison over in America.
Did you say
do the
4 to
mission.
12? 4 in the morning until 12?
No,
Did you-
4 to 12.
Okay, 4 in the evening
Yeah,
until 12. Okay,
The
okay.
kids were in from school, that
Yeah.
they were all going to school that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And when Susan started, she was 5 or 6. When she was going to school, then I got the job.
Okay.
Well, the doctor said, go and get a job for
Yeah.
yourself. You know,
Yeah.
so I just don't know where I
You
done
did,
what she
yeah.
was told and
Yeah.
went
Very
through
good.
no bother.
Yeah. Well done. Oh my God. That's very good.
And I gave up that then. I did the bar work.
Bar work. Okay.
No, the brazen head inside there.
I do.
Teds.
Yeah.
I worked there.
You did.
I worked
Okay.
there for 7 years.
Very good. So the slaughterhouse though on the Dock Road. How long was that there?
Oh, that's there for years. I was there a long time
That
there.
was there. Do you know when it roughly opened or closed?
Oh
Or?
God, gee, could
No.
you come back there?
Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan.
Joe's dead, I know.
They're all dead. They're all.
Yeah. And you know who ran it to a lot? O'Neill's up in William Street. You know O'Neill's? The drapery, they had 2 shops. One was a butcher and a drapery.
On
the
William
boys.
Street. Okay.
On William Street, top of William Street there. Around where the supermarket is,
Okay.
up around there. Wasn't it up there they lived?
The O'Neill.
Hickey.
O'Neill's, yeah.
Yeah. The girl O'Neill's, they married Hickey. He was at the slaughterhouse. He used to go down.
Hickey's down there.
He owns,
He
yeah.
owned it.
They owned the butcher stall up in William Street.
Okay. What did they kill down there? Was it cattle
Cattle.
and pigs or
Sheep.
everything? And do you know where they were going to all the factories then after that, or?
Well, all the butcher shops, you had to go back to
All
the
the
butcher
butcher
shops.
shops, right.
They were only all butchers getting them all the cattle killed down there. And
Okay, and where were these cattle coming from and pigs and stuff?
don't farmers. The butchers that have their own line to say
Yeah.
their own cattle bring in the land.
They bring
I'm
Yeah,
trying to find out where all
No,
the
Connie.
pigs were coming from and
Yeah.
stuff. So everyone's kind of saying, from fairs and stuff in the county,
well,
but
Yeah.
I'm not
There
sure
was always
where.
fair day up in Kerry's Road once a month.
Was there?
The fair. And all the farmers, they come in at 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And the cows would be crying all night. So I remember we were going to school years and years ago, and my grandmother, the man knocked at the door, farmer, and he said, anyone know how to milk?
Yeah.
The cow was in agony outside.
Oh, shoot, okay.
And I remember my grandmother went out, she gave her a bucket and filled the bucket with hot milk. Easter, you know.
Yeah.
She was able to do it.
Yeah.
She brought
Very
in a
good.
big bucket of milk.
Yeah.
Fresh milk, and we had to drink it going to school to roast, to see the steam.
See them coming
We'd
off
have to
it.
drink a glass of that.
It would be thick milk, wouldn't it?
Milk, beautiful milk,
Yeah,
freshly.
creamy milk, yeah.
Yes.
My God. And Theresa, do you remember anything about the crew beans or anything? The pig's toes?
The pig's toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were they like?
They were the pig's feet.
Do you remember?
I never
Did you
ate
eat them?
No.
I'm coming across them on a few different places. It's like a lot of people used to eat them back then.
They used to sell them in Noctons in Parnell Street. And they're lovely. People boil them. You were supposed to boil them for hours. People bought them. They were cheap. People were hungry that time. Their wages were very small. Come back years. And people did fed them. People, you know, Mahers in Parnell Street. And everyone bought pig's toes.
Okay.
And mostly the men with a few pounds. They get 2 or 3 coming home and eat them.
Yeah. It's mad.
They were very tasty, I believe. But I never thought.
Pig's tails and all.
And pig's tails.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think of that
No,
now.
you
No one
don't
talks
think
about
of
it
And
now.
backbones.
Yeah, back
You
when.
can comb your hair with ones now. Years ago, the backbones were beautiful. You used to cut them off on the side of the pork stick. Do you ever eat pork stick?
No.
And the pork stick is the most of the pork stick would be on the backbone.
Yeah.
And you could eat them, and they were beautiful.
That's mad.
People, that's how we were reared.
Yeah.
Backbone,
I'm
soup, and
coming
everything.
across mainly the crew beans.
I bet.
People in-
And the pig's toes were beautiful.
Yeah.
The poor men that's after a few pints, he'd get 2 or 3 of them in Parnell Street, and eat them going up the road.
Oil, weren't they?
Very high, very green.
And not sticky.
Sticky.
Very sticky.
And if they
Why
had
were
a
they so sticky? Was it just
very
cooked in oil?
sticky,
Just put on to coat those hot water.
half a boil them off, sticky.
Just put the
But the bash of them were beautiful.
Oh, it's the fat off them, is it?
They were, and they were lovely and tasty. Noctons always boiled them. Very Kate was her name. And she'd have big pots. And there was another woman down in Clare Street,
Yeah.
Mary Ann Welsh.
Yeah.
She cooked them.
And they just sell
And
them
people
then.
buying from all over did come.
Okay.
And if there was a wake on, that's the only thing.
They'd
The
be
minute
having.
eat loads of them with the barrel out in the back.
Oh my God.
Barrel of stout or
Yeah.
beer, whatever, 2 or 3 barrels, and all the minute be out in the back.
Eating
If they had a wake at home. Drink
Okay.
that and eat the pig's toes.
Oh my God. That's mad, isn't it? And Theresa, do you remember any of the sausages on display in shops or anything?
Not the things
Yeah,
there used to
leave
be
it. Like
shots
any
and
of them. Do you
O'Mara's.
remember seeing them in shops or?
I did well.
Yeah. Where, like any of the provision shops, would they have been?
They were in a lot of the shop. But O'Connor always lovely sausages, wasn't it? There, and black and white pudding.
And bring that land.
Yeah.
That lands. And that lands.
On back mounds. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a fish place out there, so there's all fish and tap.
And where was that?
William Street.
William Street.
Top
Most of
of
the
William
places
Street,
seem
yeah.
to be on William Street.
Everything was on William Street.
Or Parnell Street.
Oh, it was very busy,
Oh,
William Street that
William Street was
time.
very busy.
There was most of the shop, Bulger stores.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And there was Finishes. They're still there.
Okay.
And Newsom's
Newsom's. Yeah.
and Bites.
Yeah. Do you remember?
And the cakes and candies.
Richie Ray's. Was that a?
Rails, Richie Rails.
Richie
You know,
Rails.
Rich Rails. The butcher, wasn't he a butcher too?
No.
Brosnan's.
shop.
Oh, shop. That was a shop.
Richie Ray's
Shop.
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 Brosman's, the music. Canookins up in William Street.
Oh yeah, Finucane's. That's still there, is it?
There was a musical all washing machine.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And Brosnan's was across the road
Okay.
from Finucane. And they sold all records, radios, things like
All
that.
that stuff. Okay, very good.
Next door to Whelan's, no Whelan's was you know,
where's Whelan's? No.
Whelan's now was a shop there. The son now was, you know, that River Dance is one of the sons.
Okay. Okay.
River Dance,
Yeah,
did you
yeah,
see that?
Yeah, yeah.
He was the son. They lived there on top of William Street, Whelan's.
Whelan's. Okay. It's
The
nice.
shop was there anyway.
Unreal. Okay. So was there many girls working inside with you, Theresa?
girls.
Yeah, was there many
Oh,
of
there
them
was.
inside there?
Especially when the peas, the fresh garden peas, come in, they'd be take on extra.
Okay, like seasonal workers.
A season thing, like, you know, it's free for the few months.
Okay.
Then we get slack and we go to the labour.
Yeah.
And you go to the labour, Miss O'Leary's cross.
Okay.
If we were there over a week or a fortnight, did you look for a job? We did. We're looking all the time. Look.
Yeah.
So next thing, you'll be cut off now. No more of this now. She said till you get a job.
Yeah. They're so
Myself,
strict.
a job. We had to get a job
Yeah.
because we were signing on the dole. It's only get a few bob.
And were you working at all then, Theresa?
Well,
Was
we'd have
this
to,
like you'd work
we wouldn't
one
be
day
that busy in Batterson's, like.
So you'd have smaller hours, is it?
So we had, So eventually, anyway, I remember going up. My pal and died. Mary, she died. One Friday evening, she said to us, I presume you doesn't seem to be getting any jobs. No, we have searched everywhere. I have a job here for the 2 weeks this year. What is it? I never waited in my life. We never held a tray in my life. Go up to the railway hotel, she said. There did. And there's a big match on Sunday. Limerick is playing. And you go. So we went, Mr. Power was the manager. Went up, we're hoping he wouldn't take us.
Yeah.
He told us to get away and get a uniform and come in the next morning, Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So no, we had a great day.
Yeah.
We fed them, we took them, they were mad about us. We gave them more, they wouldn't able to run. They came back after, they didn't win the match. We ate too much sandwiches and everything. We stuffed them up with buns and all, except Mary.
How bad though?
The two of us, and we fed them. When they came back, they had their dinner. They weren't able to eat, they weren't able to run. We would have to give them so much sandwiches.
How bad
They were playing a match out there somewhere.
Very
And
good.
we got 10 shillings anyway between the two of us.
Oh my God.
After
Was that
the
only
day.
for the day or?
Only for today.
No, but did you only work there for a
Only
day?
we didn't go back anymore.
Okay.
Jeez, we had to go up and downstairs all the
Yeah.
cellar, go up to the dining room and bring in trays. When you're 20, we never done things like that.
Yeah.
We went up in the tea, and we gave them enough teas anyway, and they were mad about it.
Very good.
Two of us went out to the rink that night with the money. We washed our face in the back,
Your guys.
and we left the white blouse on us and the black skirt.
Yeah.
Went down,
That's it.
went down to
Very
the,
good. And Theresa, what
Yeah.
were the wages like? What were the wages like?
the
in
wages and
Patterson's?
a couple of shillings.
Would they?
And they got a fiver each for the day.
Would no in Matterson's
Oh, Marston's we had only 18 shillings,
a week, is it? Or,
A week.
Yeah. Okay.
and we had to pay a diddly club out that.
Yeah.
We had to get a hair
The hair done.
club,
Yeah.
a shilling a week, a shilling for
And
bunch
come in, the
stone.
hair club. What happens there?
It's a, guess you put the girl is give you a hair, she just get a hair club,
Yeah.
and she puts all the names, numbers into the hat,
Yeah.
and we draw one, and you might get this week or next week or the week after to get your hair permed. In Miss Costello, she lived around the corner in Parnell Street.
Okay.
She burned the head off you, that she hadn't
Oh,
a clue.
jeez,
And now I have hair. We get 1 week anyway. If we were going anywhere, it's like give us number 2 or, you know, wedding or anything like, you know. But we draw the numbers and we pay a shilling a week.
Okay.
So the perm was gone before we
And did you have to get a perm every week?
No, I never, much, very seldom.
Okay. Yeah.
But only guess it says, you know. But most of us home you'd be, had the tongs and you push it into the fire and you do your own hair.
All right.
You know the ringlets?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you do like that when you're going to the dance.
And
We
that's
never
it.
had much perms because, or else we push a few rollers, dinkies in.
Yeah. Sleeping.
And that was it.
That's mad.
That's how we were made, going to the dance, you know, when you were coming out.
Would 18 shillings have been an okay wage, Theresa, or would it have been a good bit, or
The wages.
yeah, would 18 shillings
Well, you
have
had to
been
give your
good?
mother something as well.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
10 shillings. We would have
Oh my
about
God,
7
10
or 8
shillings.
shillings left.
And what did your mom do then? The feeds, was it for food?
She did look after. It was 11 of us in family.
Oh my God.
And my father was only working he was a blacksmith in the railway, the local.
Okay.
He was. And but the only time my grandmother came to live, she had an English pension. And she was dressed as First Communion and everything, confirmation.
Very good.
She was a great help. She had a pension in English.
Yeah.
Her son was killed in Tripoli.
Okay. So
First World War.
And she stayed here with you then?
And she was there with my mother.
Okay, and she didn't work here? And
No.
No.
And she was a great help now to us. She dresses and all.
Okay.
She was a great Irish speaker.
Yeah.
She lived in Listonvarna. They had a shop, a tea shop, my grandmother.
Very good. That's good.
No.
Theresa, what time would you start in the morning and what time would you finish?
In the shop. We finish 8 in the morning.
In at 8, yeah.
And work until 6.
Okay. It's a long day.
Yeah,
And did you get breaks?
We get a break, we
Yeah.
were. And if we were working till any of the garden peas now be busy, and we'd have to send out to Noctons
Okay.
for a bag of chips. You know, next morning we'd be able to open your mouth with the grease. It was so greasy.
Oh, really?
So we'd make sandwiches.
Very good.
That's the
Yeah.
Nocton's shop, the fish shop.
And did you just walk to work, Theresa?
We walked.
Yeah.
No, there was no cars that
No
time.
cars,
No
yeah.
minibuses or nothing.
My God.
Oh, we always walked to work. God, they were happy times.
Yeah.
The wages were small, but
Yeah.
we were happy.
My God.
You know,
Yeah.
there was no drink or drugs that time. We didn't know nothing about them things.
You used to go out on the
Nothing
Friday
about-
night or the Saturday night? You used to go out and that was
Thursday night, Sunday night we go to drink.
Yeah.
1 and 3.
Yeah.
And we used to hoping we must have filled to go home.
You were
To bring
saying
us
this
to
the last day.
Yeah, hoping bring us to the pictures.
Very good. Very good.
Hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Theresa. I think that was kind of it, Theresa.
Is your tea now?
Oh, it's perfect. It's
I
perfect.
need more.
Thank you. I'll have a good.
Will I put on more light for you?
Not at all. No, I can see this. Can you remember anything, Theresa, about social clubs?
Social club.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a social club.
Did,
Matheson's had one up there by the park. And there's played.
where
Minions
by
play
the park, Theresa?
People's Park.
Yeah, but where?
Do you know the
Was it
library?
in the,
Do you know the park?
yeah.
The library.
I think
You know
I, yeah, I think I have an idea. Yeah.
Do you know where? Well, how to describe it? You know the station.
Yeah.
You go Previs's Pat, and you see the park,
Yeah.
People's Park.
Yeah.
Now, the People's Park was there, and around at the corner, the big gates of the
Yeah.
park, you come out onto the street there, Glenwood Street.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Glenwood
No,
Street.
I know what you're on about though.
You know where you are?
Yeah.
You come out at White Gates of the park, and there was the library there. Isn't the library
I think I
still
have an
there?
idea where you were. Yeah, yeah.
And there at the tree, it's a big stone
Yeah.
in the middle of the road.
Yeah, have you know?
The memory that all the people that died.
Yeah.
They have a big stone here in the centre. Do you know that?
Yeah.
What's the name of the street? Down by the park. I'm sitting down next to the priest's house.
It's not
is there.
Barrington's or anything, but it's around that
Barrington
area.
Street.
I know exactly where you're
You know what
thinking.
I'm talking about.
He's just like
Look at
looking
him.
for attention.
I know you know what I'm talking
I am.
about.
Yeah, yeah.
There.
So you used to go down. That's for the social club. So
That's
they have
it.
one every year.
We had down there, and we had it there. The mechanics institute. They were there.
Yeah.
People used to go playing badminton and things, training. And opposite there was the club,
Okay.
and there was tennis.
Okay.
And there was Bill or something else playing cars for the
Oh,
men, like, and things like
And a
that.
band. There was a band
Yeah.
club, wasn't there?
Huh?
A band.
No band,
No.
no. And there was small things there, like, but you could go and pass away and I'd play tennis. There was no bingo that time.
No.
Bingo didn't come in years after.
That was on about your sister, Theresa. Okay, that's not too bad.
No,
Theresa,
he
do you
knew it
remember
too.
anything about bacon from Denmark?
Bacon.
Do you remember anything about sending bacon to England and.
Well, the code now, Paddy now, would mean that any of the butchers now, they'll do that. We only do all the exports.
Yeah, the cans, you did all the can work. Okay.
Cannery.
And can you remember anything about ingredients and you didn't do
no, I didn't,
puddings or anything?
No, I had nothing. No, my friend used to do that with the pots, the ingredients, the green.
Is she still?
The mint. No, Bernie's dead.
Okay.
She used to do the pots for all that. 2 big pots in the middle of the factory.
Yeah.
And she'd stir it around, put the mints in.
Yeah.
For the peas.
Yeah.
Do you know the green that comes out? You might see.
I remember you saying that to me, like the brine and the
brine.
peas.
The brine. Yeah. The same with the beans.
Okay. And Theresa, do you remember anything about the strikes?
The strike? No, I was married that time. I think I was.
It's too late.
No, no.
That's grand.
What year was that?
There was one was early, it was like 1890s, and then there was another one later, around 1913, and then there was another one later again.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, I would
just
remember
said I'd
them.
ask if you remembered anything.
No,
about,
I don't think, no.
Strikes or...
No.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's kind of it, Theresa. That was Paddy on about Jude there, to go up and see Jude, and they were singing while cutting up the meat. That was kind of it then. Oh, the sausage house, you were sending stuff to Kilkee in Ballybunion.
Were they?
Yeah, they were on about that.
They was going there.
Theresa, I'd say that's kind of it, lovey. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Go away.
He's so cute.
Poor
The best boy.
He's Bessie Davis size.
He's what?
Bessie Davis
You
size.
have Betty Davis eyes. That's very good. Thanks, Theresa. Thank you.
No, I love you.
I love you too.
No, happy getting you. Come over here.
Thanks,
And sit
Theresa.
down there, and I love
I'll
you
turn these
more.
off. I'll turn this off.